You can't serve two masters. If you're speaking that you're on a frequency of God and love, that is a consistent flow that does not waver at all, meaning that love is ever so present. But if you start attacking people, and now there is a difference in speaking truth and speaking chaos and attacking based on wounds. There is definitely a defining difference. So, truth spoken from a bold place of understanding is not defense. It is an understanding deeper than most eyes can see and ears can hear. And until the place and space within them has done the work completely, they will show up defensive when light is meeting shadow. Now, whose job is it to clear the pathway? To remember the gifts inside of each of us. It is the individuals. Nobody can do the work for anybody. It doesn't matter how much knowledge you have, how much love you have, how much intuition you have, how well you can see, how well you can feel. If somebody is not able to receive the gifts that you have, then it is time to allow them to stay in their own field and figure it out themselves. You cannot keep holding on to somebody that's pulling you down because they're not ready to grow. That is not on you. Growth is owning every piece of us. When something is shed a light on a piece and a pattern or behavior of yours, and you say, that's not what I did, your first thing is an excuse. Not to try to look at it and see it. That means you're not ready to see yourself. That means you're not ready to feel yourself. That means you will deflect instead of reflect. So if you keep doing that, do you really want to grow? Or are you okay with who you are? And either way is fine. But don't drag other people into your turmoil and call it freedom. Call it love. See it for what it is. It's chaos. It's codependency. It's energy siphoning. It's wanting to have everybody be in the same field as you because misery loves company. Instead of saying, wow, I admire the way that person moves. Let me find out what they've done. Let me find out what they know. Let me find out. And it doesn't make you feel a certain way of shame. If you are not accepting yourself, then you are shaming yourself. And that is why you are not moving into a greater field. You can speak the words all you want. How does your life look? Everything that's happening has been from your creation, one way or another. So if you have a pathway that keeps shutting doors that you think are going to open, then it's time to ask what in you needs to be closed, what in you needs to be purged, what in you needs to be cleared, so you can find the way to the other side, back to your true self, before you had to choose these defenses to keep you safe when really you weren't free. I pray that you make it. I pray that you will have the strength and the courage that I see, that God sees, to accept yourself, to not shame yourself, and to show up real and raw and take ownership. That is how God blesses you. When He sees you, do the work. Do the things that are hard. They are necessary. I promise you, if you would do that, you would find a way quicker to your desires. If you have not had your desires met yet, It's because you're not looking at something about you. That's all. That's it. So do so. I promise you, the frequency of God is abundant. It's not seeking. It's already found. Because everything inside of you is active. Everything inside of you is in one accord to God. You don't need anything outside of you. You don't need substance. You don't need people. You don't need anything when you have God. And then if you get to that place in space, God will send the people to you that are in alignment with you. And if God has already sent people and you're fighting against them, it's because you're still fighting with yourself. You're not fighting with those people. God sends you a blessing that you prayed for, and you keep resisting the truth that they carry. But yet that's why you fell in love with them to begin with. But now that they see you so clearly, you want to fight against them like they're your enemy, when they've been the ones fighting for you and on your behalf the whole time, waiting for you to fight for you by going that deep inside yourself. It's no one's responsibility but yours. It's nobody's responsibility but yours to make love to your shadow, to accept the human in you that makes mistakes, that does things to sabotage or to protect self, because self gets scared and self has fear and self doesn't feel X, Y, and Z. So self will show up to attack people even when there's love, because if I attack first, then nobody can hurt me. That's not okay. That's not a high vibrational field. That is still stuck in patterns and behaviors of defense mechanisms. So in order to get rid of that feeling inside you, you have to touch it. You can't pretend it's not there. It doesn't go away that way. I promise you. And if you really want to grow, you'll find the strength and the courage to go in there and to be okay with what you see about you. Everybody, all of us, make mistakes. All of us have things about us that we got from our younger childhood experiences. But the thing is that some of us have cleared the pathway out of us. We understand why we acted a certain way, and we don't show up that way anymore. If you're still struggling in your 50s or 60s or 70s, and you care about changing the world, you have to change yourself first. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just means that some things cannot exist in the space that you're trying to call in. They have to leave. They have to leave. You can't numb your feelings with things. You have to be willing to sit with them, not to drink them away, not to smoke them away, not to fuck them away, to feel them away. It's up to you. Feel them away.